कैसे बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा, बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की, देखो जो बाकी आंखें तुझे समझाए। तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना।
You're gonna have to take a lot of pictures before you get one that's right, cause
मिलके भी हम ना मिले, तुमसे न जाने क्यों मीलों के है फासले, तुमसे न जाने क्यों अनजाने है सिलसिले, तुमसे न जाने क्यों सपने हैं पलकों तले, न जाने क्यों। कैसे बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा, बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की, देखो जो बाकी आके तुझे समझाए। तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना। निगाहों में देखो मेरी जो है बस गया, वो है मिलता तुमसे हूबहू। जाने तेरी आंखें थी या बातें थी वजह, हुए तुम जो दिल की आरज़ू, तुम पास हो के भी, तुम आस हो के भी, एहसास हो के भी, अपने नहीं ऐसे हैं हमको गिले, तुमसे न जाने क्यों मीलों के है फासले, तुमसे न जाने क्यों। तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना, तू जाने ना, जाने ना, हो जाने ना, जाने ना, जाने ना, तू जाने ना।
Just pull out the period a little bit. Everybody could sit now. Om Hiranya Garva Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jata Patirekayase Sadadar Pratvidyamutemam Kashmai Deva Yah Vishavidemam Kashmai Deva Yah Vishavidemam Om Pratvitvayarvitalokam Devi Tvang Vishnunarvitah Tvang Chadaryamang Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय.
Let's give it up for Kathy and Kyla. Next, Rahana and Rohini, cousins of the bride. Let's give it up for Rahana and Rohini. Amanda and Shani, cousins of... Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda and Shani. Amanda and Shana. Susan, friend of the bride. Alicia and Ashmita, cousins of the bride.
Plus, we'd use them before for this. So we do. And then you put a couple of the.
Alicia and Ashmita. Let's give it up for Lily. Kishan and Diva, brothers of the bride. Let's give it up for Indira.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. सीता माता की जय. My dear devotee, we'll now begin this Hindu wedding ceremony on behalf of the parents of Indira, the parents of Tom, Mr. and Mrs. Sursen Govind, and Mr. and Mrs. Sharon and George. They warmly welcome each and every one of you here to witness the occasion of the wedding ceremony of their son and daughter, Indira and Tom. So now we'll begin with prayers as we pray and ask God to bless the Dulaha and Dulahin as they now begin the journey in this wedding prayer. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Mataya Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamal Tvang Chadaryamang Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Pavitram Kuruchasanam. Om अमृतोपस्थानमसि स्वाहा ॐ अमृतापिदानमसि स्वाहा ॐ सत्यं यशा श्रीमहि श्रीश्रयतां स्वाहा वशन ॐ हस्तं प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि श्री गोविंदाय ॐ वाङ्गमयास्यस्तु माउथ ॐ नासुर में प्राणवस्तु नोज ॐ अक्षर में चक्षुरस्तु आइज ॐ कानुर में श्रोतमस्तु ears ॐ बाहुर में बलमस्तु shoulder ॐ उभुर में ओजवस्तु knees ॐ अरिष्टानि में अंगानि तनु संत्वा में सह सन्तु हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय, महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। Today the parents, what they are saying here to every one of us, I adore my daughter with golden ornament, who looks like Mahalakshmi, who was the light of their home. And today what they are saying to all of us, I am giving away my daughter, adorned with gold ornaments, to you, honorable symbol of Lord Vishnu. And Tom, you are adored today as one of the deities in the Hindu god, which is called Vishnu Bhagwan, which is the creator of the universe. And Indira is adored as Mahalakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth and prosperity. So what the parents, what you are saying here, they are saying to you that they are giving away their daughter to you today. She now become your lifelong companion. She is now leaving the happy home of her parents, and they are placing their henceforth into your hands. From today on, the same way how she was kept and she was treated at her parents' home, the same way you are expected to treat her at your home. You can go on your knees a little bit. Just stretch your hand. We can have one bhajan now from the Kirtan group. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Tat Sat Vishnu Vishnu Shri Paramatmane Shri Pran Purushotamam Shri Shadhara Kalte Vaivaskalipatam Chane Jambhujite Bharatande Iti Shri Amarkarese Sri Namasya Sriman Namasya Sriman Namasya Surse Namasya Iti Shri Mataji Namasya Bhagavati Namasya Iti Shri Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudrajah Mangalam Pundrikaksham Mangalayatano Hari. Om Mangalayatano Hari. We now do adoration to Mahalakshmi, who is the goddess of light. As you sit to perform puja on the occasion of your wedding ceremony, you now pray and ask Mahalakshmi to bless your marriage life with that divine light, so that as you begin this journey today in the marriage life, you humbly petition to Mahalakshmi to let your marriage life always be filled with that divine light. Om Namaste Astu Mahamaya Sri Pite Surapujite Shankha Chakra Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garudarute Kola Survayankari Sarva Papahare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sveta Mardare Devi Nana Lankara Bhushite. Om Agnaye Sapataraye Asmat. Right here. Vishwani Deva Vayanani Vidva Yoyo Jasmajorana Minyo Bhoishante Namukte Videmam Sri Agni Bhagwan Vyo Namo Namah. Ubhudyasragni Prati Jagrahi Tvamishta Pute Sagam Shiteta Mayansha Kumakumastam Sushovitam Mayavitam Naivedyam Grihinam Bhaktam Parameshwaram. Sri Agni Narayana Vyo Namo Namaha. Om Yago Pavitram Paramam Pavitram प्रजाप्रतिष्ठं सहजं पुरुषतः आयुष्यमानं प्रतिमुञ्जसु भद्रं यगोपवित्रं फलमस्तु तेजः। ॐ सिन्दूरं सौभाग्यरं रक्तं सौभाग्यरं प्रयावर्धनं सुकरं मोक्षरं चैव सिन्दूरं प्रतिगृहीतम्। ॐ हर्ड्यं निर्मितं देवा सौभाग्यरं सुखसं परः उतस्त्वं पूजिष्ठयामि गृह्णां भक्तं परमेश्वरं चन्दनं वन्दित्यं पावित्रं पपनाशनम् अपादं हर्टे नित्यं लक्ष्मी वस्तु सर्वदः लक्ष्मी वस्तु सर्वदः। ॐ श्री अग्निदेवताय नमो नमः। ॐ गन्धर्वा समर्पयामि। ॐ श्री अग्निनारायणभ्यो नमो नमः। मालकानि सुगन्धेनि मालतानि वै प्रभु माया हटानि पूजा हटं पुष्पानि प्रतिगृहीतं पुष्पानि प्रतिगृहीतं यानि कानि जपापानि जन्मन्तर्गतानि च तानि तानि विनाशन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे। प्रेम से बोलो अग्नि भगवान की जय। We now do adorations and prayers to Navagraha Devata, which is the 9 planets that govern this universe. Om Brahma Murari Tripurantakari. You now pray to Bhagwan Shankara, Lord Shiva. In a marriage life, there's always desires. And as you begin this journey today, you pray and ask Bhagwan Shankara, O Prabhu, we humbly ask of you, Lord, to fulfill our desire in our marriage life. Om Nagingraharaya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Sudhyaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakara Ye Namah Shivaya. Om Mandara Kindi Salila Chandana Charichitaya Nanda Ishwar Pramatanata Maheshwaraya Mandara Pushpa Bahupunjitaya Tasmai Makara Ye Namah Shivaya. Om Shivaya Gauri Varanaravinda Suryaya Dakshat Varanashakaya Sri Nilakanta Vrasdajave Tasmai Shikara Ye Namah Shivaya. Om Yakshaswarupaya Jatadaraya Pinakahastaye Saranatanaya Divyadevai Digambaraya Tasmai Yakara Ye Namah Shivaya. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Varadanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Mrityo Mokshamamritat Mrityo Mokshamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya Namah. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Place the flowers on the baby. My dear devotee will now do the God Bandhan, which symbolize long life, as the garment of the bride will now knot to the Dulaha. It simply means that as they begin this journey together, they humbly petition to God to bless them with long life so they can live to see from now to old age. Om Sarva Shakti Mahamaya Divya Jnanam Swarupani Nava Durge Jaganmata Pranamami Maheshwari. Devotees, those of you who would like to have your meal, the bandar is already opened. So if you feel a little bit hungry, you can go and have your meals. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvasa Sadike Shayandre Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute. Om Shri Govindaya Vyo Namo Namah. Shri Govindaya Vyo Namo Namah. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasvah Yad Bhadrang Tadasva Om Hiranya Garva Samvartatagre Bhutasya Jata Patirekayase Sadadar Pratavidyamuttemam Kashmai Deva Yahavisha Videmam Kashmai Deva Yahavisha Videmam Om Shri Govindaya Vyo Namah Prem se bolo Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai Mahalakshmi Mata ki jai. Devotee will now do the Bhavar ceremony where the Dulaha and the Dulahin, they will walk around the sacred fire as they're appealing to Agni Bhagwan in the form of the fire. They're appealing to God to bless their marriage life with peace, with happiness, and most of all, with understanding. The Dulahin mother, the bride, she just indicated to me to explain what is Dulaha and Dulahin. Dulaha is the groom and the Dulahin is the bride. For those of you who don't understand. And now we'll perform the Bhavar ceremony, which means they will go around, the bride and groom, they will go around the sacred fire at the time of marriage with the offering of specially prepared grains for prosperity and fertility as they will make the offering into the fire. It is also called Sat Pera, which is the rite of going around the fire 7 times. Local tradition have for many years practiced this in the following manner for the sake of simplicity. The bride leads and go around the sacred fire 4 times with the utterance of sacred mantras from the Vedas, and then the groom lead for 3 times. The grains are given to the bride and groom by the younger brother of the bride amidst the recitation of sacred mantras from the Vedas. So now the bride and groom, they will now make their sacred offering into the sacred fire. Om Agnaye Supataraye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayanani Vidvaha Yoyodyasma Jahurana Menyo Boye Shante Namuktem Videmam. Pour it in the bowl. Boye Shante Namuktem Videmam. Om Hiranya Garva Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jata Patirekayase Sadadar Pratavidyamutemam Kashmai Deva Yahavisha Videmam. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. पहले भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो बाबा की है द्रोह से भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो चर्च की है त्रे से भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो पोप की है चौथी भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो आज की है पहले भंवर ओम भगवा स्वाहा अब तो है बाबा की है पहले भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो बाबा की है द्रोह से भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो चर्च की है त्रे से भंवर जब गो मिले सीता अब ही तो पोप की है चौथी भवर जब गुमी भगवा स्वाहा स्वाहा अब तू है बाप तू है पंचे भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब तू है बाप तू है द्रो से भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब तू भागी है ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परस्वा ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा चौथी भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब है तो आज की है पंच भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब है तो मैया की है चौथी भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब है तो नान की है सात भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब है तो भेल के है पहले भवर जब गो मिले सीता अब तो है बाप की है अब तो है बाप की है अब तो है बाप की है ओम अगनये सुपताराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयनानि विद्वः युयोध्यस्म जुहुलाणमेन्यो भूय शान्तेन मुक्तेन विदेमम् ओम स्वाहा one more time ओम अग्नि मिले पुरोहितम यजस्य देवमृतृजं होतारं रत्नधातमम् होतारं रत्नधातमम् ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा. Now the bride is saying, I am now leaving the happy home, the love and the protection of my parents to become your lifelong companion in your home and under your care and protection. I pledge that I will share this household life with you in both happiness and sorrow, wealth and poverty, health and illness, fame and ill fame. I hereby place my life at your feet. My Lord, Tom, today you adore as God. And what Indira is saying here to you, I hereby place my life at your feet. My Lord, that I will dwell in dharma. Dharma means righteousness. She will always be righteous in her marriage life. And she will always maintain the tradition and the sanctity of this marriage under all condition. But taking my right place on your left side, I must insist of your promise and constant obedience of the following 7 conditions or consideration. Now, there are 7 requests from the bride to you, Tom, and you will have to answer whether yes, you agree, or whether you're not agree. So now, I will start with the first one. Titvrata upadyam yagya danamangasham Nat karo yadi avage vamatmareyagam. The meaning of that, Tom, if at any time you're desirous of performing a religious function or attending any religious function or go on a pilgrimage, I humbly request that I'll be permitted to accompany you in such noble act. Now, if Indira wants to go with you on a pilgrimage or on any religious function, or even to go with you to a store or to do grocery, if she insists that she wants to go, you must allow her to be in such act. Agree?
I agree.
Very good. The second vow, Yadi Devo Kahvanatum प्रतिजानो कयाद मुझसे संगले दे सको अवगे तब सयाद. If at any time your desires of performing any act, righteous act in your life, or to go abroad or to go to another state, both of you must be part in such noble act. Agree?
I agree.
The third, Parijana prashobhan kayadhi prahalan raksha bhar hai svikar me vang me aneko tayyar. If at any time you're desirous of helping others or even giving support to lower animals, you must allow me to enjoy the blessings thereof by joining with you in such noble act. Agree?
I agree.
Fourth, avave vyama danya danya me mujhse yadi vichar karoge tum mai vang me aane ko tayyar. If at any time it becomes necessary for you to borrow or lend, either at home or abroad, I ask that my consent to be obtained. If you have to borrow or if you have to lend, both of you must be in such a noble act. Agree?
I agree.
The fifth, Mandir mein tayyar yaar kaun ka nahi yaar pujage yadhi to mujhe vang mein nij jaan. If at any time you decided to contribute towards the erection of a church or to give charity to anyone or to any pilgrimage, you must have your wife to be in such noble act. She must be part in such noble act. Agree?
I agree.
The sixth, Karo yadhi ke naat tum kriya vrikriya kam apne desh videsh mein tabage avedan. If it becomes necessary for you to conduct business at home or abroad, I ask that my consent to be obtained.
I agree.
Fourth, suno sati sratya yadi paranari ka shang nahi karo to avage swami naya bhag. Lastly, I ask that at no time you should allow your affection to grow lesser towards me, Tom, but adore strictly to our divine laws. From today, what Indira is saying to you, from today, please regard every other female as your sister, daughter, or mother.
I agree.
Very good. The last request Tom is saying that any female with the age of Indira, you adore that female as your sister. As your sister. Any female who is smaller than Indira, you adore them as your daughter. And any female who is bigger than your wife, you adore them as your mother. Agree?
I agree.
Very good. My dear devotee, there, the groom answer all the question, and every one of the question he agreed. So Indira, you're very lucky. So now is your turn. The bridegroom is asked publicly to indicate his willingness to abide with the request of the bride. He then make all his requests with a positive answer. Now there are three requests of the bridegroom to the bride. The bridegroom happily responds as such thought were passing through his head as well. I will definitely respect all consideration. In return, practice Pati Vrat Dharma, which means always be on the rightful side, always perform rightful action in your life, both of you. And by performing the rightful action, definitely your marriage life as husband and wife will always be filled with love, with happiness, and mostly, which is important out of all, understanding. So now Indira, there are three requests for you. Mere avage ke bhina समाधान पितरी घर और कहे मुझको अपना नाम. The first question for you, Indira. Without the permission of your husband, do not visit places where precious time will be wasted. And always your friends, always be in good society, and more so, do not be in a part of group in which I am not respected. Always be on the positive direction. This is what Tom is asking you in the first request. Agree?
I agree.
Second request. Jogi adhi tumanahi bhan kar naam ko pativratya bhane karo mujhse kuch pratiko. Exhibit that behavior which will create only favorable condition in our home. Now, the second request is saying that, as husband and wife, not every day in your life it will be happy. There will be times, where your mouth will be kind of a little different, where you'll make a different face. Sometimes you may be upset with Tom for something, sometimes Tom may be upset with you for something. But the two of you, as husband and wife, in the marriage life, you must, one of you as partner, as husband and wife, you must have to create that favorable act so that you can bring back that joy in both life. Agree?
I agree.
The second request, Vangame tabahi tumahe avage kalyan isme hit jana nahi to nitya kam. You now be the source of my prosperity. Let it be a reality. In Hinduism, in every Hindu marriage, Tom, the wife, is regarded as Lakshmi. And she is the light of that home that you are taking her to. And she's the one who have to create that light in that home to bring joy to you and your entire family. And what you're humbly asking her, that she's now the source of your life. Let it be filled with prosperity. She now belongs to you. She now becomes your wife. Agree?
I agree.
Very good, Indira. I know you are very brilliant, more than me, and I'm very privileged and honored to perform your wedding ceremony. But I'll now ask you, before you take your left side, I'll ask you to spell the word wife.
W-I-F-E.
Very good, you're very brilliant. W-I-F-E. The first word, W, means willingness to strive to greater heights. The first word, W, means willingness to strive to greater heights. The second word, which is I, implict, from today on, you implict all your faith in your beloved. You implict all your faith in your husband life. You put all your faith, all your trust in his hands. And what you are saying, I implict faith. Do not allow the remarks and observation of unworldly and dishonorable person to cause strife or dissatisfaction between the two of you. Right? That's what the letter I means in the word wife. The third, family life is a priority. Family life is a priority. And today is the 28th of May. Next year, 28th of May, we are looking forward to come in Florida to celebrate the 90. So family life
Everybody's invited.
Everybody.
Everybody's invited.
The groom is invite everyone for next year because they are ready to prepare to welcome a newborn in their life next year. And I hope it's going to be a bouncing boy baby. Right, Tom?
Me too.
Yeah. So the E, the last letter, which is E, be simple, be a sample, and set example that the world will make reference unto you as a wife. You have a big role to play in this gentleman's life. And you have to create that joy and bring love into his life. And what the last letter is saying, be simple, be a sample, and set example that the world will make reference unto you. So my dear devotee, the Dulahin now becomes the wife of this gentleman. So I humbly ask every one of you to give her a round of applause. Ekadhishe Vishnu Dadhatu Now. Here the bridegroom is described as the manifestation of Vishnu for the protector and the sustainer of the world, including its food grain. For the sake of attaining food grain, I take my first step. Now the bride will take her first step. Om Grihanam Sarvadhyanam Dikam Matraya Kurutyaha. With the happiness placed all earning in my hands, I will use it for the benefit purpose of our life. Now the groom will take his second step. Om Dvare Ujre Vishnu Dadatu Now. I am the form of Vishnu. For the sake of strength and courage, I take my second step. Now the bride will take her second step. Om Sukha Dukam Samabhavatu Tapya Krute Prashashami. I will share the happiness of yourself and all your relative. Now the groom will take his third step. Om Tinirasya Pashe Vishnu Dadatu Now. I am the form of Vishnu. For the sake of wealth, I take my third step. Now the bride will take her third step. Om Taya Saha Pativatya Dharma Jiva Prashyatam Prashishayami. I will always protect my dharma in relationship to you as a wife. Now the groom will take his fourth step. Om Chatavari Mayo Bhava Vishnu Dadatu Now. I, your husband, whose embodied Vishnu, now asks you to take the fourth step for our mutual happiness. Whatever is constitutive to my happiness is totally dependent upon you. Now the bride will take her fourth step. Om Tata Sukhe Suragati Traya Kale Kecha Bashayami. Your happiness and difficulty will also be mine. Now the groom will take his fifth step. Om Pachapayo Vishnu Dadatu Now. I, your husband, the embodiment of Vishnu, request you to make the fifth step for the well-being of my asset. You are the mistress of all my asset. Now the bride will take her fifth step. Om Saki Pativratya Nityam Gharaye Ratyanam Tarapanam. My friends and I will always worship God for your well-being, and I will always be devoted to you as a wife. Now the groom take his sixth step. Om Sradharityo Vishnu Dadatu Now. I, the embodiment of Vishnu, request you to take the sixth step for the pleasure of the sixth season. Now the bride, you take your sixth step. Om Yagame Kamo Chadadhanano Bhagame Tapyashami Yatyatadataram Drishyami Pashyate Sati Bhavari. Wherever you are performing or making any oblations with God or giving charity, I will always be there to serve you and render all possible help. Now the groom take his seventh step. Om Sukhe Pata Patha Bhavasam Manga Tata Vishnu Dadhatu Now. Oh dear friend, I, your husband, and symbolically Vishnu, request you to carry out my biddings here as well in all seven spheres or lokas. May you be famed for righteousness, modesty, and chastity. Now the bride, you make your seventh step. Om Savetra Soka Krishyatahi Mana Bharati Taya Krityam Bhavanam Puram Vidam Kulotamam. Consider all the gentlemen presented here are the witness to our marriage, and that you became my husband at this ceremony, performed strictly in accordance to Vedic injunction ordained by Brahma. My joy no bounds as I adore you now as my husband. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Prem se bolo Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. Prem se bolo Mahalakshmi Mata ki jai. Simple means as they become husband and wife together. There's a simple saying to every one of us who gather here. that they now accept each other in their marriage life. प्रभु जी में दे माला करो स्वीकार, प्रभु जी में दे माला करो स्वीकार, प्रभु जी में दे माला करो स्वीकार. Now the bride and groom, they're now saying to every one of us that they have now become husband and wife, and they are garland each other, which simply mean that they're now saying to every one of us that they now accept each other as lifelong companion. Firstly, now Indira, you'll have to repeat these words. With this mala, I respect you and adore you as my husband. Show your mala. Om Samajantu Vishwaveda Samohirayamino Samyamati Vishyasam Gatha Samadhishtu Dadhatu now. Now is the Dulha turn. Repeat after me. With this mala, I respect you and honor you as my wife. Sure. Om Siya Dale Ram Kale Jai Mala, 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 Siya Dale Ram Kale Jai. प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय. My dear devotee will now do the sindoor dhan and the exchange of the rings. In the meanwhile, we can have one more bhajan. Hold it like this. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvasa Sadike Shayandre Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostate. Put in his finger, left hand. Which one you want, left or right? Om Sarva Shakti Mahamaya Divyanam Sarupani Now Durge Jaganmata Pranamami Maheshwaram Pranamami Maheshwari. Om Sarva Shakti Mahamaya Divyanam Sarupani Now Durge Jaganmata Pranamami Maheshwaram. Take out this. Om Mangala Bhagavan Vishnu Mangala. Mangala Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudraja Mangalam Pundrikaksham Mangalayatano Hari Mangalayatano Hari. Om Shri Gurudaya. My dear devotee, we have almost come to the end of this wedding ceremony, and finally I now ask the bride and groom that there are 10 rules for a happy marriage life, and the first rule is both should not be angry at the same time. The first rule for a happy marriage life is both should not be angry at the same time. The second rule, never yell at each other unless the house is on fire. Again, never yell at each other unless the house is on fire. The third rule, if one of you have to win an argument, let it be your mate. Again, if one of you have to win an argument, let it be your mate. The fourth rule, if you have to criticize each other, do it lovingly. Again, if you have to criticize each other, do it lovingly. The fifth rule for a happy marriage life, never bring up mistake of the past. Again, never bring up mistake of the past. The sixth rule is neglect the whole world rather than each other. Again, neglect the whole world rather than each other. The seventh rule, never go to sleep with an argument unsettled. Never go to sleep with an argument unsettled. The 8th rule, at least once a day, try to say a kind word of compliment to your partner. At least once a day, try to say a kind word of compliment to your partner. The 9th rule for a happy marriage life, when you have done something wrong, be ready to admit it and ask for forgiveness. When you have done something wrong, be ready to admit it and ask for forgiveness. The 10th rule, which is the last one, it takes two to make a quarrel, and the one who is wrong is the one who does most of the talking. The one who is wrong is the one who does most of the talking. So my dear devotee, we have come to the end of this Hindu marriage ceremony, but before we do our closing prayers, we'll now ask the parents of Indira and Tom, as they will now give their blessings, their ashirvad. And firstly, we'll ask the parents to give their blessings.
Today, on this auspicious day of the marriage of my daughter Indira to Thomas, I want to give you all my blessings with love and everlasting love and devotion to each other, long life together, and a fruitful, happy marriage. I bless you with peace, joy, understanding. That's my prayer to you.
I remember I can do this. Tom, I love you. Indira, I love you. I wish you all the best of life. And a lot of grandkids, of course. But you guys are the best of the best. So you Tom, and then a comment. And thank you, Indira. It's so great.
They will listen to the parents of their bride, Indira, as they give their blessings to the bride and groom. We'll now ask the parents of Tom to come and say a few words.
Tom and Indira, many years, blessed wedding.
You want your nephew to say a few words, the pandit one? Due to respect, we don't want to feel bad, eh?
Yeah, but then you got to be brother too.
Which one?
The big one.
What's his name?
one.
On this wonderful day, with such a beautiful ceremony and such great tradition, first, thank you for allowing me
You want them? Yes, I know.
to be a part of this.
Yeah, short. You got announce it, make it short. As the elder brother, the elder mom, the eldest mom, and as the eldest mom.
Marriage, and
What's your nephew name, Pandit?
very happy, prosperous, fruitful marriage and life, and I hope that you have all the happiness that you both deserve. Tom, you have a very wonderful bride that's very beautiful in spirit, and we are very happy to have her as our sister and daughter. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best.
My dear devotee, we have Indira eldest Mamu and one of her cousin here who is a Pandit. We'll kindly ask them to come and give a very, very short deliverance. We'll ask Bhaiji Dewan.
My distinguished sisters and brothers, today is a very special day for all of us. I want to tell you today that before Indira could have get to know her husband Tom, I always remember that year, so around 1977, 78, when Mohan came to my house on Saturday afternoon and he saw for the first time the photograph of my sister Sita. And I said, Mohan, you not see my sister yet until you like her from the photograph. When you see her photograph, you say, yes, you know what, I like her. I want to see her. And there was then the relationship of Mohan Govian of my Holy Creek joined in relationship with my sister Sita. So you see how traditionally Hindu marriage works. Just like the growth of that banana plant, it reminds us today that this family, both the family of Sita and her husband, today there is one family now standing there on this very auspicious stage. The family of Sita in daughters Indira and her husband Tom, they have become one united family like that banana plant. That special plant reminds us when a banana grows, it don't scatter like cherry and mango and golden apple. It reminds us that it be together like how a whole bunch of banana grows together. And that is how the institution of the family should be like. On behalf of all of us here, I want to congratulate the Dulaha. In English, Dulaha means the bridegroom. And the Dulahan in English means the bride. I want to congratulate both of them for joining an institution that is very noble, very auspicious, very powerful. It's a great institution. I've been in this institution for 39 years, and I want to tell you, I wish you all the best as you have joined this institution, both you and Indira. Best wishes, all the best. Congratulations to Mohan and his wonderful family. Congratulations to the bridegroom's parents. And I want to tell you, both of you look very elegant in your Indian wear, in your kurta suit, and the brother, the big brother. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the whole family,
We're done.
we'd like to welcome you to our family, to the Virgin, Officer Sharon, George, Adam, Lindy, and the we also welcome you to our family. Also to all the friends, for Indira and relatives who are here and who make it here. We also welcome you to our family. Indira has grown up in front of us as a baby from her. She made us proud, and Indira wants to continue to make us proud. We love you dearly, and we will be there in all the adventures in your life. I know how my brother and my sister are very happy today. This is my brother's free, and my sister are not free. And Tom, I'm very, very proud of you to accept our culture. And you look so handsome. And my parents will accept you for our joy. We love you and we do that from day one. We love you. Congratulations on behalf of Angie and my dad, my beautiful father, and I will thank you for all the things. Thank you.
सीताराम जय सीताराम भजो मन भजो मन प्यारे सीताराम राजा मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनोहरि ईश्वर ब्रह्मा तेरो नाम सबको सनमत दे भगवान ईश्वर ब्रह्मा पतित पावन सीताराम पतित पावन सीताराम पतित पावन सीताराम. Everybody, you can now give your blessings. Om Dhyau Shanti Antariksh Gvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi. प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की, प्रेम से बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सब संतन की जय जय श्री.
लड़का लड़की शादी करो, शादी करो, शादी करो, शादी करो.
जो धागा तुमसे जुड़ गया वफा का, मैं तेरा सरमाया हूँ। जो भी मैं बन पाया हूँ तुमसे ही रास्ते मिल जाते हैं, मंजिलें मिल जाती हैं तुमसे ही